On a sunny field, a little bit away from civilization, away from the hustle and bustle of modern life, were two trainers in the middle of it. Next to them were a Pikachu and an Espeon. Wind gently blew across the floor. Despite of what was going to happen in a few short minutes, all was peaceful. The type of peace that soothed the soul and let you be aware of all that was around you. This was a calm before a storm. However, these two trainers were releasing the calm for at least a little while. Silence was the language of affection for these two. A language that has even built up for the few months they had been together. Kinda a shame that our battle ended at Saffron, Ash said looking up to the sky. Anabel joined him in his sky gazing. You're right. We were on the second round. But I guess that didn't really count since it was shadowed by other events. She smiled back at him. But now, we can finally have our battle. Ash nodded, smiling softly. All this time you have been training me. The last time we actually fought seriously was when you challenged me at the beginning. He then frowned at the memory. You weren't yourself. Anabel said, her voice soft. You've grown beyond expectation, and now we are going to see the fruits of your labor. The smile was back on. Right, and Anabel, let's have the battle do the talking for us. He said, pumping his fist. A playful grin showed on the salon maiden's face. Of course. So you better not hold back. The competitive look, the fiery aura, ignited as he said. I never intended to. Castle Guardian vs Salon Maiden Anabel. Both of the trainers casually took out a Pokeball each. Ash tossing it in the air and Anabel looking over hers. To the outsider, it looks like they were relaxed, however the opposite was true. Both were tense, with muscles readying to act on the slightest notice. Both trainers had their respective signs of battle mode. Ash with his aura eyes and his cap backward and Anabel's mental state changing with a single black fingerless glove on her hand. Beside them were the starters, Pikachu already raking his small claws in the ground and Espeon was swishing the dual tails in the air. The two of these Pokémon have also grown along with their trainers. The trials of their trainers, their best friends. Seeing weakness and seeing the strength of these two that have grown together, the teacher and the student. Together they overcame one of Ash's darkest moments. Together they made him shine. And now was the best way to display that glow. To battle and to fight. Then, they acted. Blue eyes burning with fiery aura with a hat turned around and a glove that signaled the release of pure calculation cold and a bond of empathy that passed beyond words. My friend, Gyarados. Alright, Pidgeot, I choose you. Two Pokémon took to the field. One old and one new. Ash, to make it up to one of his oldest friends, asked the flying type to partake in an important battle with him. Pidgeot, faithful to his trainer even through the years of separation, didn't hesitate to join in. The Gyarados was the same one that Ash encountered at the lake in his first time with Anabel. The same one that rescued them both from Team Rocket. The start. Soon they clashed. May it be out of practice or simply just how things are, Gyarados won against Pidgeot. Another old friend joined the fray with Ash. Sceptile, and it was no contest to who won. Soon the grass type came across an old friend of Anabel's. That grumpy Blaziken known as Rook. Rook's experience against Sceptile's raw talent overcame the forest Pokémon. Keeping with the routine of recruiting some of his dearest friends, a way to show Anabel the Pokémon that made him to the person he is today, the Castle Guardian sent out the powerful Charizard. Fire versus fire clashed against one another and set the hearts of all around them ablaze with wonder and the passion for battle. In the end both came to a standstill with a final strike determining the winner. In respect and exhaustion, both of the fierce powerhouses fainted. A familiar face greeted Anabel when Ash brought out his Tauros, the same one he used when he first battled her, to the field. In retaliation she brought out her Cherrim, a sunny day making a difference. But with Tauros and Ash knowing how to combat the fierce Salon Maiden defeated the Blossom Pokémon. Then Anabel sent out her Togekiss which stole victory against the bull with misleading maneuvers and tactical input from Ash's mentor. But no loss deterred Ash. Never again would he shy away from defeat or victory. Another old friend joined the fray. Squirtle, taking a temporary break from the infamous Squirtle Squad, was eager to battle once again. The water type's agility and surprising power for his stature managed to take down the elusive Togekiss. Absol came in next. Its mysterious aura gave pressure to the water type, but it was going to take more than that to take him down. An unexpected ice beam halted the water attacks, yet Squirtle was able to match the speed against the dark type. By then the trainers had each attempted to nearly join the fight, restraining their bodies to feel the rush of combat and lose oneself to it. However, both wanted a good old-fashioned Pokémon battle. Something they have been doing since the beginning, and so with grins, horses' voices, rapid planning that strained their brains, and witty comebacks that were dashed with fond memories. But when it looked like the sheer power of the water type would win the match, the sorrowful tone of Parish Song sealed the fate of both of them, fainting at the same time. It left both trainers with a unique situation. To end the battle with the beginners. The first Pokémon they ever bonded with, their closest companions. A Pikachu and an Espeon. With smiles of kindness and respect, both clashed for one last time. There was no doubt that the electric type and the psychic type were equal in terms of power, speed and tenacity. Each sharing their own unique bond with their trainers that matched each other intensity. In a way, Pikachu and Espeon formed a relationship too, but in different terms. It was a Pokémon way. They enjoyed each other's presence and their moments they had spent with their trainers, bonding together during the time at the Battle Tower and beyond. Maybe not as intense as the humans, but it could get there, something they were both willing to pursue. And it was only growing stronger as they clashed with lightning in mind. Eventually, both had reached their limit. They knew it and the humans knew it, but it didn't stop all of them grinning ear to ear. And then, Espeon fainted. Pikachu was the decisive victor before he too stumbled. Warm worn hands caught the mouse Pokémon as gentle small hands picked up the sun Pokémon and cradled both of them near their hearts. Kind words of pride and joy were said despite of who won and who lost. It was really both victory for all of them. Amber met Lavender and the two joined hands as they walked up a hill with Pokémon near them. As the wind blew through their hair, no more words were said. The battle had said everything they wanted. Now it was silence that was speaking, and that's all they needed. Both of them got to see more about each other, and the boy who has turned into a young man traversed from the one side of the battlefield to another and learned many things, Pokémon and more. There would be more trials ahead, more battles and more feelings. But Ash had confidence he could face them. So long as he, his family, friends, his partner Anabel, his Pokémon and his best buddy Pikachu, all who had faith in him. He could be the best that ever was.